I'm Jenny. I'm one of the partners and have been here. My partner Kevin Williams and our project manager Matt. You know, our design mission at OgoSport is always focused on active play. So a lot of things we study are classic play patterns. And so the inspiration for Aero Zipp started when we're looking at the throwing play pattern. Kevin was inspired by an old
Aboriginal weapon called the obol. And they took a lever with a little hook on the end of it. They made a long spear with a pocket where the hook would go. And when they would throw the lever, it would launch the spear, and it gave you that amplification of the speed of your hand motion. So, you know, if this is going at 1x speed, the end of the lever is going at 2x speed.
Once we had the mechanics of the toy dialed in, we would look at other sources, other things with handles for inspiration. So we look at some like tools or brushes, for example, like for the handle, and from there we modeled the forms in SolidWorks, and we would 3D print the parts afterwards.
I think there's several components to the design. One is you have the interface of how does your hand hold this object, so there's a grip type of design program, but there's also this mechanics program. We need a certain distance from the grip to the lever that actually does the catapulting motion. And how do you structurally design this so that it's resilient and strong? How do you make it so it's lightweight and efficient on materials? And Ben and I studied lots of different samples from from housewares to power tools to hand tools to try to get some inspiration on what kind of form factors.
So then once, design and aesthetics are really worked out, and they can be pretty crude. So, using found objects and just, but it was even, growing stuff for, a ball holster, like different ways we could, and maybe mount it to the thrower, different ways to hold the balls.
I think on prototyping, what you find is you'll go 3 or 4 steps forward, and then you'll test it, and then you go 2 steps back. So it only came out through us doing many iterations, testing in our batting cage hallway here, accidentally hitting each other with rapidly flying projectiles.
But it did hurt.
Lots of laughs. We're in the toy business, but I think slowly but surely, as long as you break up a big project into big problem into smaller problems that you can solve, you come up to a really nice, gratifying solution.